Alright, so we got some brand new news to talk about. I know I'm a little late on this one, but I kind of just transitioned to making my YouTube channel mainly about sports. Let's talk about baseball for right now. A few things. I am amazed that DJ LeMahieu accepted the contract 6 years, $90 million. Now, in my opinion, that's a bust. He should have got more money. I think the Yankees, they definitely didn't have a lot of money to spend because they're spending it on all these guys, giving them tons of money. We always know the Yankees as, well, they're a team that they spend too much money on their players. They're given like overly high contract offers. So I think DJ LeMahieu being, I think, their best player on the team, got a little bit screwed. But that's one thing I wanted to go over, and then I want to go over signing Corey Kluber. Now, Corey Kluber is amazing. He's a stud. Only thing I'm worried about as a Yankees fan is the injuries. If he gets injured again, it's going to be a big bust. That's why I'm happy they signed only a 1-year contract. If they signed any more than a 1-year contract, then, well, it would be good if he played really well. We need his MVP season this year. And then last thing I want to talk about when we're with baseball is George Springer. He's on the Blue Jays. Now, George Springer is insanely good. I know the Astros cheated, and yes, I still think they got an advantage, but it doesn't mean I think they're a bad team. I think they're still a pretty good team, and I still think the Astros have a shot to still make the World Series, maybe even win it. So, I'm not putting the Astros down. I'm just saying they might have got an advantage. But anyways, George Springer is a stud. Him on the Blue Jays, you have Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero, which I think Guerrero's going to break through this season. I have a good feeling about that. And George Springer in that lineup, that is going to be one powerful lineup. And then I'm also going to talk about Francisco Lindor on the Mets. I know I'm late to that one as well. But Francisco Lindor on the Mets, they have Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso, and now Francisco Lindor with Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard. They only need bullpen. I think the Mets, not that I want them to, I'm a big Yankees fan, but I'm not going to put the Mets down. The Mets are going to be a really, really good team this year, and if they can fix up their bullpen between the next couple of years or so, I think in maybe 2 or 3 years, you could see them in the World Series again, just like they were against the Royals. So I think that'll be really, really fun. So to go over, I think DJ LeMahieu is going to be playing great for the Yankees. I think the Yankees needed him on a huge strikeout team. I think that Corey Kluber, I think he's going to be good. If he can stay out of the injuries and get back to his normal self, I think he'll be good. And then, yeah, because the Yankees needed him. And Garrett Cole is their best pitcher. They don't have a lot of pitchers after that. Tanaka's good, but he's not as good as like, he's on and off. He's very inconsistent. He could play really good for you one game, and the next game he'll give up a 10-run first inning. So I think if Corey Kluber plays good, the Yankees have a good shot at going to the World Series. Their first World Series since 2009, especially now that they re-signed DJ LeMahieu. And then I think also that George Springer on his new team, Vlad Guerrero and Bo Bichette, they got some stud players. Francisco Lindor got some stud players. So I think those are probably the top moves so far the offseason that I want to go over. So, yeah, and let's get into football. All right, so football, I'm going to give you my playoff predictions for the rest of the time. We got Chiefs-Bills coming up, and we got the Bucks-Packers. So, I know the favorite for the NFC is the Packers. And I'm not taking anything away from Aaron Rodgers and the Packers team. And I'm not saying that they're not going to win. But I don't think anybody can beat playoff Tom Brady. I know he's not in his prime anymore, and I don't want to see it happen. I would like to see Rodgers go to the Super Bowl for the NFC. But Tom Brady, he may be 43, but Tom Brady is the best football. Nobody can argue that Tom Brady is the best playoff quarterback to ever play the football game. I don't like it, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I was a Giants fan. So, honestly, I don't like it. But I think Tom Brady could pull it out against the Green Bay Packers. But if their defense doesn't play well, I think it's over. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I don't think the Bucks defense can stop them. So I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I think the Packers will win 35-31. Reason being, Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers, even their best defense, Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey last week couldn't stop them. And they were the number one defense in the whole season. They were the number one, and Aaron Rodgers put up 32 points against them. So the Bucks need a miracle on defense to stop the Packers, because this is probably the best season of Aaron Rodgers' career. And then I'm going to go for Chiefs-Bills. I still don't know if Patrick Mahomes is playing or not. But either way, I think I'm going to go with the Bills. Reason being is the Bills, I know the Bills have great receiver in Stephon Diggs. He is arguably the best receiver in the NFL. Arguably. And then they obviously have Josh Allen, and then they have not a great run game, per se. The most rushing yards on that team is going to be from Josh Allen every game. I'm sorry, they're not a running team. They're throw the deep ball. That's what Josh Allen likes to play like. But I think Josh Allen will rise over the pressure. I think Josh Allen is becoming a really, really great quarterback, and we could be looking at a possible Hall of Famer. I know, obviously, Patrick Mahomes is probably better than him right now. But after that concussion, I don't think he's going to be at his best. I don't think he's going to be the normal Patrick Mahomes we see. And then if we don't see Patrick Mahomes, well then Chad Henne he's not going to do what Patrick Mahomes can do. I know he saved the game, against the Browns, but guess what? He also threw that really long pick. And I think the Bills will take advantage of good defense. I still think the Bills are better than the Browns. I love the Browns, and I think they're going to be a good team next year. But I think Josh Allen will be able to execute if they get a stop on defense. And I just don't think Tyrann Mathieu or anybody will be able to keep up with Stephon Diggs. He's too good. The only thing I'm worried about is if Patrick Mahomes plays and he's got Hill and Kelsey. So I think it still will be a close game. But I'm going to go with Bills on this one, 28-24. And that is going to wrap it up for right now. So we got a little baseball action. We were talking about some of the top free agents, the signings of the off season, and we're going with playoff predictions. So that's what I think is going to happen, and I think we're going to see a Bills-Packers Super Bowl, and I'll let you know after the NFC and AFC Conference Championship who I'm going with in the Super Bowl. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget, if you need some latest news for sports, check in with me. I have it covered. See ya.